Welcome to Transformer Writing 101 with Flint Dille and James Roberts. They will reveal their secrets up to a point.
Yeah, I mean, should we have people just start asking questions, or do we just start talking? Yeah.
Come on up.
Good,
Yeah, okay, I think that's made it.
I mean, it was hard to find anybody to ask a question, but good. No, come on in.
Come on up. Get the mic. You're good.
Hi, my name's Saffron. I come all the way down from Marseilles, Illinois. It's a little ways from here. To be honest, it's always been kind of my dream to be a writer. I remember screenwriting before I even knew what it was. So I've just always been wondering, like, what are some good tips, maybe like a way to submit my story someplace, just to start maybe?
Flint, I think the eye contact was within your.
No, yeah, I know. That's all the reason she was really asking you. I mean, I used to have to read this subtle. I mean, like everything I'm going to tell you is the same cliche everybody else tells you. You know, I mean, basically, I mean, there are sort of three different questions there, and that is, how do you write stuff? Then, how do you sell it? You know, and how do you get noticed and stuff like that. And you know, and the answer is you write stuff you just have to write every day. I mean, let's get all the cliches off the table, and you can add a few cliches to this too. Yeah. You know, I mean, make sure, you know, because I'm sure I left some cliche unsaid. But you got to do it every day. Keep a journal. If you find a project you want to do, work on that every day. Keep the table hot. That's the way Stephen King put it. You know, you can't let it, you know, transmogrify in your mind. Do it every day, at least 20 minutes. I literally set timers, because some days you get a lot done. You know, I set a 20-minute timer, and I go kind of at the end, good, all right, I'm done for the day. You know, I was idea free today, and then the next day I'm there for 4 hours and don't even know what happened to the time.
Okay.
That's just how it works. As far as selling it, you're in a really interesting world now, and the world that, you know, that I started out writing in, you probably did too. There were, you know, for screenplays, there were 7 studios, there were 3 television networks, and there was a little bit of syndication, and that was the market. And so you had to figure out how to sell it, and you had to get an agent, and it was very sort of formal and orderly and finite. You now live in a world where if you want to go make a YouTube movie today and post it, you can. You know what I mean? You can publish your own book. Publishers are collapsed, studios aren't what they used to be. And yet, you know, there are no gatekeepers. And there's good news and bad news. You know, gatekeepers used to be good because they actually also, there was a gate to go through, and you know, you could get somewhere, and they were bad in the sense they kept you out. You don't have that now. You just got to go out and do stuff and find something that works. I mean, it's horrible advice, you don't want to hear it, but I've never once talked to a creative person or a writer or a director or anybody where you ask them, well, how did you get into the business? It's like, well, I got an internship and I slowly moved up the ladder and I was writing. You don't hear that story. There's always a unique story, and you just keep trying to get in. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, this is why he spoke first, because, you know, comprehensive and illuminating. I don't have much to add really, apart from saying that in addition, I think discipline is important. So it is you know, to some it can seem quite a romantic, ethereal pursuit, really, but you do need to approach it with the same sort of hard work ethic as you would anything else. So 20 minutes is a good starting point. And that said, you know, outside of that, you can become a better writer by reading and by watching and by, you know, seeing how other people do it. So that's entirely legitimate. So see what else is out there, see what you like, and then interrogate why you like it. And the same, if something doesn't connect with you, look at it from a writer's perspective. Why didn't that work? And I guess the other thing is, if you really are starting out, it can be quite an isolating experience or a solitary pursuit, is a better way of putting it. So if you have got a network of sort of beta readers or people that will critique constructively what you've done, then that's also useful too. And what you want to be, even if it's or particularly before your break, when you are sort of, you know, ploughing ahead and you're not really seeing much, or you don't perceive there to be much payback. You should be able to trace your development as a writer if you go back to the earlier stuff, and it's and you consider it not as good as what you are doing now. Then that's what you want to happen. You want to see some sort of sense some sort of development there.
Thank you. And one last thing, I actually want to become a voice actor, so thank you very much. I really appreciate that.